My girlfriend got TikTok famous and turned cold to me, so I finally packed a bag and left. My girlfriend got TikTok famous, and I hate what it's doing to us. We've been together 7 years, and she used to roll her eyes at influencers. She barely posted anything and liked real life. Then TikTok happened. First, she just scrolled for hours. I'd get home from work and she'd be on the couch, phone in hand, saying, "One more." Not long after, she started posting little videos of herself. A quick morning routine, an outfit, a short joke. Nothing wild, just quick clips in our flat before dinner. She always hated her office job and talked about being her own boss, so I told her I was behind her as long as the bills got paid. Then one random video blew up overnight. Millions of views. Her phone wouldn't stop buzzing and she was shaking as she showed me the numbers climbing. She looked at me and said, "This is my career now." I cheered her on because I thought it was a lucky week. It wasn't. Now she has millions of followers and makes more money in a month than I make in 3. The money doesn't bother me. Watching her change does. She doesn't eat proper meals anymore. She films for hours, then grabs a protein bar at 2 p.m. and calls it lunch. She's up until 3 a.m. editing, checking comments, and replying to brand messages. She sleeps 4 hours and wakes up with dark circles that never leave. When I bring it up, she says, "You don't understand the grind." She's obsessed with the numbers. If a video gets under 500K views, she calls it a failure. She refreshes her analytics every 10 minutes. If views jump, she gets giddy and plans more posts. If they stall, she goes cold and anxious. A good post makes her happy for an hour. A bad one ruins her whole week. I miss the girl who loved hiking and books and long dinners. Now, I'm lucky to get 30 minutes a day where we talk about anything but content. Even when we watch TV, she's scheduling posts and whispering, "Just a second." And when we argue now, she's cruel in ways she never was before. One night, I asked if we could have one phone-free dinner. She laughed and called me working-class scum. She said I work for pennies compared to her, and that I'm jealous because I'm stuck in a boring 9 to 5 while she's free. I just sat there with my fork in my hand, trying to understand how my own partner could say that to my face. Last week, I tried to fix it the nicest way I could. I suggested a weekend trip, no phones, just us reconnecting like we used to. And I even said I'd plan it all so she could rest. She laughed and said, "I can't turn off my income because every hour I'm not posting, someone else takes my spot." Then 20 minutes later, she set up her camera on the coffee table. She recorded herself crying about how nobody understands her pressure, how lonely it is at the top, and how people judge her for being successful. She posted it and got 2 million views in minutes. Her tears stopped fast, and she was happy the rest of the night, scrolling through comments like they were medicine. That was the moment I realized strangers were feeding her, and I was just noise in the room. Her family started noticing too. Her mom called me worried because my girlfriend canceled lunch 3 times to film sponsored content. Her 16-year-old sister told me, "I miss the old her," and it honestly hurt to hear it out loud. I tried talking to my girlfriend again, calm and gentle. I told her she looked exhausted and I missed her. She rolled her eyes and said, "You're trying to hold me back." I said, "I'm trying to stop you from burning out." And she said, "Stop being dramatic." So I asked her mom and sister to come over because she wouldn't listen to me alone. When they arrived, my girlfriend was still filming, smiling at the camera like everything was perfect. I waited until she hit stop and I said, "We need 5 minutes, now." She sighed and said, "Make it quick." I told her family what she'd been eating, how little she was sleeping, and the things she had said to me. Her mom's face dropped. Her sister started crying and asked, "Why are you being so mean?" My girlfriend shrugged and said, "It's true. He's insecure. You all just don't get this life." Then she picked up her phone again, already typing like the conversation was over. It wasn't anger that hit me. It was this calm, heavy feeling, like something finally clicked into place. I said, "If TikTok is the only thing you can be, then I can't be here anymore." She didn't even look up. She just said, "Okay." So I walked to the bedroom, grabbed a bag, and packed the basics with my hands shaking. Her ring light was still glowing in the hallway. In the living room, she started another take about how hard it is when people don't support you. I carried my bag past her and she kept staring at her screen. I opened the fro.